In today's video, we compare a Musicman Majesty Custom with a Mayones Regis Core 6. Which guitar will win the Battle of the Shredders? Let's find out. Hello guys, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury show machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Keightley, and today I have the pleasure of showing you two awesome shredder guitars. The first one today is the Musicman Hydrospace, which is a custom-built guitar from Ernie Ball Musicman. It's the signature model of John Petrucci and has some of the best woods I've ever seen on a guitar. Whereas the Mayones Regis is a little bit more understated. It's got a nice white top with some gold bare knuckle pickups, which I'm very excited to try out. So the first guitar we're going to be looking at today is the Musicman Majesty Hydrospace. So let's get that guitar out of its case now and get started. So here is guitar number one today. This is the Majesty Hydrospace, and this is the John Petrucci signature model Majesty, as I'm sure you guys know. This is a very custom version of the Majesty, and is actually signed by John Petrucci himself, which is a really cool thing. The construction of this guitar is pretty wild, so let's start off with that top. Obviously we've got a very cool enlarged quilt maple top with that beautiful Hydrospace finish. We've got a little bit of blue in there, a little bit of green. It looks like a swimming pool. It's beautiful, and it kind of caps off with this dark kind of edge border. We've got an opaque black finish on the back, but there's some pretty cool things going on with this construction. The construction of this guitar is a neck through guitar, so we actually have a maple stripe that goes all the way through this guitar, all the way down to the body, so it rings like a bell. And this is flamed maple, but it's sandwiched with two pieces of mahogany. So you're getting that tone of that mahogany mixed with maple. Very strong necks. We've got a three-piece neck going into the body, and then the wings of the body are made out of alder. So there's a pretty cool, kind of combination of woods to make up this guitar. I really like the Majesty shape. I think it looks awesome, and obviously with this type of top, it looks incredible. Also, I forgot to mention we've got an ebony fingerboard on this one with the Majesty shield inlays. Obviously stainless steel frets, we've got 24 of the medium jumbo. In terms of pickups, we've got John Petrucci's signature Damasio set, and we have Fishman piezo system capturing the kind of acoustic tones of this guitar. In terms of controlling it, you do the piezo from this, so this is piezo engage, piezo and magnetic, or just magnetic pickups. Down here you have your neck, middle, or bridge. And then you have your volume for each pickup alongside a tone and an active preamp by pushing this knob in here. We also have a coil split here with that function, and this tone doesn't do anything else. The truss rod adjustment is at the top of this neck, which is very, very cool. We have a flamed maple veneer to cap off the headstock with that same finish. You can see John Petrucci's signature there alongside the Musicman logo. We have Schala locking tuners, and this guitar was obviously made in the United States in Ernie Ball's plant in California. It's probably one of the nicest Ernie Ball Musicman guitars I've ever seen. Obviously very high-end piece, very cool collector's item indeed. Also we have the Musicman tremolo. This is kind of essential for getting that John Petrucci flutter sound. This tremolo does that to a T, so it's very good. Obviously, it's still got all the stickers on as this is brand new, so you got the barcode here. This is where your 9-volt battery goes. Now we're going to take a look at the Mayones Regis Core 6. So these guitars are handmade in Poland, and they're absolutely incredible. Every single one of them is built to the highest degree, and they're all very custom in nature. So let's start off with the neck. We've got a very interesting 11-ply neck-through construction. The woods used, I'm going to have to read the spec sheet here, is maple, mahogany, wenge, amazoke, and it's 11 pieces, and it's a neck-through, so it rings like a bell. In terms of the body, we've got swamp ash, and on the top we have a flamed maple 3A top in this beautiful kind of white finish. You can see the bevel of the guitar. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chris Broderick signature that came from Jackson, I believe. Very nice, and then we have a Cocobolo fretboard, which is really nice because you get this kind of blonde streaking, and it's a very unique looking guitar. That's my favorite part of this guitar. We have a matching headstock decal just like the Majesty, so we've got a flamed maple cap with the beautiful M for Mayones. I think that's a really, really nice logo. On the back here, we've got the locking hip shot tuners with the gold hardware and black buttons, and obviously you can see that beautiful 11-ply neck. This is a 25.4 inch scale length. We have loom inlay side dots, which means when you put the lights down, they go in the dark. In terms of the pickups, these are bare knuckles, as you can tell by the covers. These are the Cold Sweat series with the tiger gold covers. I really like that. It adds a really kind of unique style to this guitar. Obviously, you've got the gold speed knobs here. We have one coil split, and then we have a three-way switch between these two humbuckers. In terms of the bridge, we have the hip shot 6-string bridge, and we obviously have the hip shot grip lock tuners. Got a Graph Tech nut, so the best of the best. This comes in a Mayones Hiscox case. So let's start off with the Majesty and I'll cut back to the Mayones. We're going to start with some distortion tones. I'm going to be using the magnetic pickups on the bridge position. This is the tone I actually used in the intro of today's video. What I've noticed already is that these Majesty pickups are very, very bass heavy. They're quite muddy sounding, so I've had to dial in a lot more presence and treble than I usually would do on my Kemper Profiler. They actually have an active preamp in this guitar as well. So this is without the preamp. With the preamp. You can really easily get that flutter that John Petrucci does. That sound. Let's see what the neck pickup can do. I'm going to start on the piezo system today because that's actually my favourite clean tone from this guitar. Obviously the Mayones doesn't have a piezo. Piezo system is the same technology that would be used in an acoustic sound, so basically it picks up the tone of the raw string from the saddle, so you get this type of tone. What's really nice is when you mix that with the neck pickup, for example. Achieves this really nice kind of piano-like sound, which I really like. let's hear some lead tones. So guys, what are my final thoughts on today's video? In terms of the winner of today's video, I preferred the playability of the Mayones Regis Core 6, but I much preferred the look of the Majesty Musicman. In terms of sound and playability, I would always go for the Mayones, as the bare knuckle pickups are a little bit more attuned to my ear, and I preferred the more simplistic electronic layout. Whereas the Majesty's humbuckers, we've talked about this on the show before, are very dark sounding, and if you were to have that guitar, you'd need to have your amp set up for a very trebly tone all the time. Whereas with the Mayones, it's a little bit more, traditional, a little more vintage sounding in comparison to the Majesty. It's still very high output, but you have a lot more mid-range and treble thanks to the bare knuckle pickups. So personally, the winner of today's episode is the Mayones Regis Core 6. But of course, let me know in the comment section below which was your favourite, and let me know if you own any Musicman Ernie Ball guitars or any Mayones guitars. I'd love to hear about your guys' collection. But thank you so much for watching this Squealing Pig Guitars video, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode. But until then, keep rocking guys, I'll see you soon.